Hello, good evening everyone, and welcome back to my mental health and crime channel. My name is Huda London. Please like, share and subscribe if you enjoy the contents in this channel. Today I would like to go back discussing the case of a 5-year-old missing girl from Rogersville, Tennessee, Hawkins County. This happened on 15th June 2021. The 5-year-old girl is named Summer Moon Utawels. Summer was reported missing by her mother Candice and her father Donald Wells. Like I said, this happened back on the 15th of June 2021. Candice Bly called law enforcement of Hawkins County and said that she couldn't find her 5-year-old daughter, her youngest child, Summer Moon Utawels. Law enforcement came down to where they lived in Beach Creek Road. They shut down the whole area so that they could make a search for Summer Moon Utawels. An endangerment alert was put out for Summer Moon Utawels immediately, and the following day, 23 hours later, I believe, an amber alert was, basically the endangerment alert was escalated into an amber alert. An amber alert is the highest alert that can be put up for a missing person. That is usually when someone's life is in extreme danger or bodily harm. It's been 11 months and a couple of days since Summer has been reported missing. The amber alert still stands out for Summer Moon Utawels with no luck. Nobody has come out giving the TBI, the FBI, and Hawkins law enforcement any new leads so that we could find Summer Moon Utawels. The timeline is, I wouldn't say confusing. I would see there's a lot of lies going on. Everybody is not coming out with the truth who are involved in this case, unfortunately. For whatever reason, they're lying. Definitely, usually, people lie obviously to cover up a foul play or cover up an accident. The parents reported the child missing at 6:30. What I find very interesting is if you check in one of the clips underneath, it was an interview conducted by Molly Golightly. Please like, share, and subscribe to her, where Dawn and Candice are talking live in the interview, and they both are intoxicated. They're really drunk. The reason I put up that clip is so that it may not be the most professional clip out there to put, but then for me, I consider anything or any statements that these parents have given could help to get a clearer line of the timeline. I do notice there are a lot of people who do not believe that the parents are lying. And like I always say, we can agree to disagree respectfully and be mindful about it. I have many reasons for not believing the parents, and I'm sure many other people do who agree with me. The parents have not been coming out forth, have not been coming out clean, have not been genuine, both to the law and enforcement, to the public, to social media, whether they're drunk or whether they're sober. It's always been the same case. Coming back to the alleged timeline that we've been honestly being given 10 different separate timelines about that same day, who said what happened and where they were and where Summer was. But the reason that I say that it's all a lie is because you can clearly see, to start with, there's no Summer here. Summer's gone. So somebody knows something. Somebody did something, whether it was an accident, whether it's a cover up, whether it's a foul play, whether it's human trafficking, whether it's somebody who doesn't want to own up and come clean. Like we can see the many suspects involved. There are many, I wouldn't say suspects, let me correct my language. Many people of interest. And strangely enough, everyone who's in the timeline, from Dawn to Grandis, sorry, she doesn't like to be called Grandis. I have to be mindful about that. Candy Heather, Candice's mother, Candice Bly, who was originally called Candice Bly Wells until she changed her name on the 29th of June. She changed her name 2 weeks after her daughter was gone. So that is very strange. That is a red flag for me. All of these people involved seem to be bad in timings, or just seem to be having a temporary amnesia. Just say they've been having an amnesia just for that day. They remember everything else, but they can't remember the 15th of June. That's unfortunate for some. When the parents gave the description to law enforcement and the endangerment alert was put out, the TBI got involved 22 or 23 hours later, and they straight away, immediately, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation escalated it from an endangerment alert to amber alert. I personally believe that they escalated it to the highest, to the amber alert, is because after TBI spoke with Candy Heather, after TBI spoke with Candy, all our Candies anyway, Candice Heather, now Candy Heather, Candice Bly, and after they spoke with Donna Wells, and definitely after they spoke to the boys, TBI raised it to the highest alert. So that is automatically the first red flag that needs to be pointed out. Once the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation does not believe you and raises it to an amber alert, they don't want to directly say that you're a suspect or that you were behind some foul play, because they have to prove it in the grand jury. I wish it was just that easy that they could do that and arrest the parents. They need to be arrested for so many other things: child neglection, child abuse, child endangerment. Look at the swimming hole Candice took Summer to swim in. And I'm saying it straight out, I'm not judging the lifestyle I'm not judging their character. I'm judging the decisions they're making. That is what cognitive behavior therapy is about. Their thought process doesn't seem to be very rational. As a parent, like Candice herself said in the interview, I don't go out for walks. I'm scared of the snakes, bears, and coyotes. She knows how dangerous Shanice is. And she knows that an accident could easily happen in a pond. But she still decided to put Summer in danger's way, in harm's way. All the wires that are hanging around that house is something that Candice and Dawn could have done something about a long time ago. That has nothing to do with how much money or how much income you make. That has got something to do with responsibilities, caring about your child, knowing the dangers, and knowing the consequences those dangers can bring. This is for entertainment purposes to start with. But once you see, in mental health counseling, we obviously do a lot of case studies and research. And one thing we do is we check a person's case study to see if there's any genetic problems in the mental health area and such things, to see where the trauma could have come from. And you see certain behaviors that can be a pattern to the person that you're doing therapy with, like negative behaviors, cognitive behavior issues. And this behavior of Dawn allegedly trying to sell his oldest son, according to his stepsister Mary Hartman. Please like and share and subscribe to her. She has a cooking channel. She's an excellent woman. And basically, when you look at it, if that is true, then Dawn has tried to sell his child before. So what makes you think he can't do it again is the question we should ask ourselves. When we hear all these stories allegedly of how Dawn treats animals, sounds very anti-personality disorder behavior. And worse, he's cruel to animals. He tried to burn down his father's farm. I remember when earlier in the case we went through that. And these are all the things that the family, his stepsisters, have been saying about him. So it's all allegedly. It's not a fact. But we can see there are certain things he admitted, like sex offenses against his stepsisters. Jenny was just 5 years old when this happened. But Dawn Wells believes he has no remorse, absolutely, because to have remorse you have to understand your mistake. He doesn't find it wrong that he was dealing with a 5-year-old girl. He said that we were playing house. She wasn't innocent. And that is typical behavior, God forbid, of a raper, or that's a typical behavior of a sex offense. Something, trying to excuse it by saying the person wanted it too. Trying to put the blame on the victim, then taking responsibility to their own actions and behaviors. So this disgusting behavior of Dawn is not the first time we see it. He's admitted it in the behavior panel. Please like, share, and subscribe to them. They did an excellent interview with Dawn, and I believe we can get a lot of information if we do active listenings on all of the interviews, especially with the behavior panel and Chris. Point being, Dawn has been doing all these nastiness at his teens. He was a young teen. He said that his stepfather was very cruel to him, allegedly, and his stepfather, didn't basically not want him there and used to abuse him, I think physically, I'm not sure about otherwise. But you could see that he always plays victim. That is typical of Dawn to do. It's always I. The same with Candice. She makes herself unavailable to start with. To find Candice has become like luxury, let's be honest. And when you find Candice will be busy playing questions and answers, Q&A with you about her hair, about what she eats, about what nourishment she's been putting in her hair. Wow, she's good in all those things. But if you ask Candice where Summer is, it's like you've touched a trigger point. It's like something she has long forgotten that she intends to forget, but it's like we bothering her with wanting to find out what happened to this poor little girl. For all the people who believe that Candice and Dawn are innocent, which they could completely be innocent, who am I to say they're not innocent? But I know one thing for a fact. I love the saying when they say, if it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, then it's probably a duck. Candice and Dawn have been walking like ducks for a very long time. I personally believe that both of them are involved in whatever happened, whether it was a foul play, whether it was a cover-up, whether it was pre-planned. The interview done by Molly Golightly, you can clearly hear Candice saying towards the end when he's beating on her and she's beating on him, she says, you dumb ass, sorry, you dumb, She keeps on saying it and then she says, oh, you're trying to you're trying to stir me up in the pot. And that was right before he said, I have 7 alibis. Candice has none. She is going down. I personally believe it's either Candice, Hunter. Hunter, I say, if it was an accident, then hate should be involved. Maybe he was splashing water too much on Summer, and that's a fact because we saw it. And Candice said to Chris in the interview that she told Hunter to stop splashing water at Summer, that she doesn't like it. So these are not things I'm just talking out of thin air. These are things that I'm getting out from the interviews and the facts. So picture if Hunter kept on splashing water while Candice was allegedly talking to her mother about the flowers. I don't even believe the grandmother was there. But let's say that. Couldn't you take just a second of hate splashing more water on Summer and she falls and slips into the water and hits herself on a branch?